But then I remembered we live in the exact same apartment complex. All right, y'all, so some of my most memorable times back in school were on the bus. Yes, the place where the impossible is possible. It is the place where I got into my first few fights, got introduced to drugs, but I politely declined, witnessed what true toxicity was, and the list goes on. Now, personally, I always sat in the middle or the back of the bus because those two sections had something that the front did not. Fun times. That's something you can't find in the front. It's impossible because the further back you go, the more toxic things get, which means more entertainment for everybody. Let me break it down for you. The bus is like a body of communities. Up front, you got the gated community, the people that usually follow all the rules, the goody goodies. They try not to upset the guard, which is the bus driver. They keep to themselves and they don't bother nobody. Right behind them, you got the middle, aka the suburbs. In this section, you might have a little bit of the front, you might have a little bit of the back. At the end of the day, you make up the middle. Now, this section is usually where the toxicity starts, but it's a controlled toxicity. Mostly because they're still not that far out of the driver's control. And lastly, we got the back of the bus, aka the trailer park. This is where all the ignorance happens. This section is usually made up of a bunch of immature little bastards that are rude, violent, and show no respect or empathy towards anybody. So didn't that make you a part of that group too? Hey, that's for me to know and them to find out. And that's why it was entertainment for me, because I can handle it. So if you couldn't handle the back or the middle of the bus back then just stay in the front. If you're from the front and they catch you in the back and you can't physically or verbally defend yourself, that means you in the wrong hood, homie. Now, even though it was toxic and I had a lot of fun times, there was this one time that got a tiny bit too chaotic. So this story takes place back when I was in elementary school and I was riding the school bus home one day, and as usual, me and the homies were in the back cutting up, having fun. And I get into a roast session with this one dude. Let's replace his real name. We're gonna call him Q. And we had been roasting each other for 20 minutes. So long to the point where things got a little bit personal. Shut up, boy. I know you ain't talking. I'm really about to flame your ass. How you 12 years old and already got hair on your face? You not 12, nigga. You 25.
Nigga, who you talking to? You cockeyed as hell. I can't tell if you're looking at me or the bus driver. Your left eye left to go get some milk and never came back.
It's funny you said that, cause your dad left you 12 years ago. He came back yet?
Oh, okay. So that's where we're taking this. Bet.
Dog, I remember this like it was yesterday. I kid you not. Q gets up, walks to the middle, and talks to this one dude. We're gonna replace his real name too. We're gonna call him Taylor. And he is instigating. And at first, I'm still thinking this is all a game. You know, we all having fun, despite this man's facial expression changing. And at the time, I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what instigating was. So I'm just thinking this is all fun and games. And I didn't take him serious, nor did I take Taylor serious. All while Q was talking down on me and lying on me, talking about, oh, I was talking about Taylor's mom and stuff like that. And I found out real quick that Taylor did not take that kindly. He took that to heart because it was his mama. I get it. I don't blame him. However, some people, when you talk about their mama, they let it slide as long as you don't touch their mama. But this dude, he wanted smoke regardless if you talked or touched, which again, I don't blame him. And that led to me arguing with Taylor, trying to tell him that I wasn't talking about his mama. He didn't care. And this argument lasted for about 2 minutes. And like I said, during this entire thing, I'm not taking Taylor serious at all because I'm thinking this is fun and games. But Taylor, on the other hand, was not playing at all. And as the argument's going, he's still denying the fact that I didn't say anything about his mama. So I'm just like, you know what? I did say something about your mama. What you gonna do about it? Then he was like, I'm finna whoop yo as soon as I get off this bus. And at first I'm thinking like, he ain't gonna do nothing. He probably don't even live in the same area that I live in. So I'm good, right? I'm fine. I'm safe, right? But then I remembered we live in the exact same apartment complex. And as soon as I thought of that, I got the picture very clear. And I really wanted to fight Q but I had to save my energy just in case he wasn't bluffing. I ain't gonna lie, if I had the chance, I would have ran the ones with Q and popped a Zinzu bean afterwards and got ready for Taylor. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Cause after that, he sat back down in his chair. I sat in my chair quietly, shooketh to the core. 15 minutes later, my bus pulls up to my bus stop. We all get up to get out. And as soon as I get off the bus, I'm talking about the second I get off the bus, Taylor comes flying at me. And the first thing that came to mind before he landed the hit was, oh, he wasn't bluffing. And we get to scrapping. I'm talking about we scrapping for like 10 minutes. There was this one dude driving by us talking about something. Stop! Stop! We didn't stop. The dude goes to park his car, runs over to us, and breaks the fight up. And in my mind, I'm like, thank you. I didn't even want to be in this fight anyway. I didn't even say anything about his mama. Like, I don't know why I'm here. So I take my stuff and I dash. I get the burners, bro. I go back to the crib. I pull up to the house. I get in the house and I see my mom and I'm like, Mom, I got in a fight. But she was like, you did? Did you win?
I gotta keep a pop yeah. Put a red ribbon on me. Fly away on them bus, yeah. Headed up the commies. I need me a bag full of senso to get me back started. You don't even know what I've been through. This train is hyperbolic. Come and make way for niggas just riding waves. I really do the shit, I be sliding like roller skate. Keep it 100, these niggas mobbing like anime. She want a Super Saiyan, so I tell her don't be afraid. Then I'm out the door, yeah. Grab a 3-5 of the doors, yeah. Paint the sky gold on them, yeah. Haters can't stop me with wishing. I hope my niggas don't end up switching. Gonna keep a pop-off, yeah. Put a red ribbon on me. Fly away on them bus, yeah. Headed up the commies. I need me a bag full of senso to get me back started. You don't even know what I've been through. This train is hyperbolic. Yeah, yeah. Time and time again. I had to distance myself from everything and everyone, including you. 'Cause I just came out of the change. Hyperbolic touching.